Hi friends, Amanda here from Fun Hands-On Learning. And today I'm going to show you some of the hands-on learning activities that I've done with my son who has autism for the first few weeks of homeschool. So if you are new to this channel, hi, my name is Amanda and I am a mom to 8 sons. I'm also a former elementary school teacher. I taught primary grade students for 10 years. And I have a bachelor's degree in elementary education and a master's degree in school leadership administration. So if you're new to my channel, then you don't know that mostly I share on this channel fun, hands-on learning ways that you can teach your children either at home or in the classroom. So today's video, I am going to show you some of the hands-on activities that I have used with my son who has autism. And he is working at a kindergarten level. So you're going to see the activities that we've done recently, and you're going to see some video clips of him working on those activities. So I hope you enjoy. And if you want to get these activities for your children, check out the links below. I will leave links in the description box where you can get these for your students or your children as well. So if you are interested, let's get right into the video. Okay, so most of you know that I keep their hands-on activities in these bins over here for my 4 youngest children. And so I'm going to show you the activities that I did with my son with autism. So his are in these 2 bins, these like reddish bins here. I'm going to take them out and let's go through them. Before we get specifically into the direct activities, I wanted to share with you that one thing that I do with him every single day is we do flashcards. We do phonics cards, and we also do this one, which is math cards. And he really responds well with the cards and with the rote learning. So, and I do this with all of my children, but especially he enjoys it. And so we will flash through the cards and we will read the words. So he will say cat, bus, pig. So we have been doing these, which are the short vowel cards. We've also been doing our short vowel song. A for apple, A for elephant, I for inchworm squirming all around, A for ostrich living in the zoo, A for umbrella to keep the rain off you. Now I know my vowels, A, E, I, O, U. Tell me what you think of the song I sang for you. That is not my song. That song comes from Becca, so I will give them the credit for the song, but these are my cards, and I'll leave links below where you can get them, but we do that. We practice our sounds. These are just, these are ones that have pictures, so we would go t, turtle, t, 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 umbrella, y, yarn, y, apple, and then we also do the ones that don't have any pictures, that are upper and or lowercase, and they would go like this. I, whoa, and so on. So they would just keep going through the sounds. So, and he participates, and he does all of this. We'd also do picture ones, so we'll do nest, lamp, but this one doesn't actually have the letter on it. It just has the picture, so they have to know the beginning sound as they go through those ones. And I just have so many other array of cards. I just keep all of the phonics cards that I have in here, and we will go through these. This set here is really good for if you have a child who needs to work on their speech, because I have all of the pictures of how to make the sound of the letter with the mouth. So if your child needs that practice, we have those. So I just have an array of phonics cards that I do with him. And I also do some math practice every single day. I used to call these warm-ups when I was a teacher in the classroom. We would do just little warm-ups. We'd have like a 10-15 minute warm-up time before our actual phonics lesson for the day or before our math lesson for the day. So that's what I call these. But for math, we do our shapes each day. So he knows his shapes. He can say circle, pentagon, square, hexagon, rectangle, and so on. And then I'll turn them too, so that he still says rectangle. Even if it's like this, it's still a rectangle. So we'll go through our shapes each day. And then we also do like numbers. So we'll do, 88, 16, they're all mixed up, 17, 8, and he has to say the number. And his brothers do that too. His brothers are kind of past this because they know all the numbers to 100, but he's still working on recognizing all of them. He's especially working on, for some reason, he gets tripped up with the teen numbers. So like he'll see 17 and he'll say 17. So I have to get him to work on that. But then it's weird because then when we get to like the 20s and the 30s, he can do it. He doesn't say like, if he sees 23, he doesn't say 23. He'll say 23. But on the teen numbers, he'll say, 16 for 16. It's funny. So anyways, but those are just some things. And I also have, we do our clock each day. We practice telling time each day. And we also practice money each day too. And I have those somewhere. But anyways, I didn't take them out. So that is just a preliminary. Now I will get into the actual activities that I did with him. So one thing I did with him are these matchup, shape matchups. And so we did this. We did, circle and rectangle. And if I have a video clip of him working on any of these, I will insert those video clips. I have some. I took video of him doing some of these activities, but not all of them, just because it's not feasible to be able to teach him and record all the time. But if I have the clip, and I think I have a clip of him putting these together and telling me what the shapes are.
Match.
Yep, find the match.
No.
Good job. What shape is that?
Circle.
That's a circle. Good job.
Free.
Okay, ready? Find the match.
Find the match. Freeze odd.
Good. What shape is that?
Rectangle.
Good. Okay, ready? Find the match.
Find the match.
What shape is that?
Rectangle.
Rectangle. All right. Here we go. Find the match.
Find the match.
What shape is that?
Square.
Square. High five. Good work, Paul. Do you want your picture?
Picture.
Yeah, do you want your Mario picture? Okay, you get Luigi. Now, what do you want to do, Paul? Play the tablet or watch ABCs?
Watch ABC.
Okay, so we did those. This is a fall learning activity. Again, links will be below if you want to check these out for yourself. They're all downloads that you can get off my website. Some of them are part of curriculum. Some of them you can just get separately. You can check it out. This is a fall activity, and we did it where you had to match up. You counted, and then you had to put the apple in the basket. So he had to count the dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 dots, and then he had to find the number 9 apple and place it on the card.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. Find 9. Good job. Count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. Find 6. And he just kept doing that for all the different cards here. It also comes with trees. So there's the apples, and then there's also trees and leaves. So you would count the leaves on the tree, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then he would have to find the leaf that has the number 10. It's somewhere in here, but you get the idea. So we did that activity. We did this alphabet match activity, and it's supposed to go in a sensory bin where they pull out the letters from a sensory bin. And I could go back and do that with him, but the day we were working on it, I didn't take the time to put them in a sensory bin. We just did the cards. So basically, I would give him a card and he had to find the match. I would give him queen and then he would have to match up Q to queen, okay? There's also letter cards where they would have to match up uppercase to lowercase. So all of these cards are lowercase and then they would have to match up uppercase to lowercase. So this is uppercase C, so he would have to match up lowercase c. I didn't have him do that. I could have him do that. But the day we were working on it, we were just matching up pictures and beginning sounds. So for example, here's dinosaur and D would go with dinosaur. Okay. I didn't actually get a video of him working on this, but I did get some pictures. So here he is working on it. And we didn't use the letters that it comes with. We actually used a puzzle that had wooden letters, and he matched those up to the pictures. Okay, this next activity is Pirates Ahoy, Beginning Sounds. This comes from my Phonics for Reading curriculum, but you can get it separately, I believe, as well, if you just want the activity and you don't want the whole curriculum. But, and some of these activities are kind of a hot mess because when we're finished with them, we did all these, and so sometimes when the kids are putting them away, they get all mixed up. So I'm sorry if it seems like they're all kind of a mess. But basically what you would do is they take a card. So you can use any kind of manipulatives you want. I have some counting bears here. I also have a pom-pom magnets that we could use. I also have some dinosaur counters. He does love dinosaur counters. I can't remember what we used. We might have used buttons the day we did this. I don't remember. But anyways, he would just take an object and cover up the pictures that begin with B. So baby, ball, banana, and bear. Okay, and then you would go on to another card. What begins with K? What begins with K? Kite. Good job.
Play minutes.
Leave it on there.
Play minutes.
Sit down. You have to do this. What begins with K? What begins with K? Kangaroo. Say kangaroo. Sit. Sit. Say kangaroo.
Kangaroo.
What begins with K? What is that? Key. Key begins with K. Good job. Okay, we did this fall number activity, and there's a bunch of different things you can actually do with this. And because it is fall time, it's the beginning of the school year, that's why I have a couple of fall activities. And you can use some of the cards just as flashcards. You can have them match up the numbers. You can have them match up the word cards. There's a multiple array of ways you can use this activity. What we did is I had him match up the number cards to the, where are they? Well, I'll just use this for example. Like I said, sometimes these get mixed up because we did them. I think I had him using the acorn ones, but I'm going to show you with the leaf, with the leaf ones. But basically, he just had to match up the numbers. So like, here, let's see if I can find one. All right, there's the number 8, and here's the number 8, right? So there's 8 leaves, and you matched up to the number 8. And then something I would suggest doing with this is also having the kids make the number 8. Like you could use snap cubes, and I would maybe have them use the orange ones or the brown ones because it's fall, and I would have them make the number 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's one way you could do it. Or you could, I have some fall manipulatives that I enjoy using with my kids, and you can have them count out 8 with these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, look at that. I counted out 8.
1,
2. Find 2.
70.
Where's 2?
5, 2.
Good job. High five.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay,
6,
Mom, I
7, 8,
finished.
9, 10.
Mom,
Where's
I
10?
finished all of them.
Good job, 10. Okay, here is a shape activity that we did. We used this puzzle, and we used these shape cards. And he had to count. I believe this activity is from my early learners math curriculum. I will leave links. But basically, he had to count the sides of the certain shapes. So he would be given a card. This is he'd have to say square. How many sides does a square have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he had to cover up the number 4. Okay, I'll just use these. And then he had to also find the square and place the square on top. Then he could go to the next card. Rectangle. How many sides does a rectangle have? It also has 4 sides. And then he would cover it up. So you get the idea. So then triangle. Triangle has 3 sides. We'd cover it up. And then he'd find the triangle on the puzzle and match it up to the card. This is an alphabet letter match and sound activity. And this is like a beginning of the school year activity because it uses crayons. So it's, school related. And you can do this activity in 2 different ways. You can match up the cards, or you can also use these cards and have them match them up and then have them write the letters. So I did not have him writing, but I just had him doing the matchups. So for example, you have monkey, and then he would match up M to monkey, if that makes sense. And I do have a video clip of him doing this so you can kind of see how I did it with him. You can put these, put the letters in a pocket chart and then have them and give them a picture, or you can put the pictures in a pocket chart, have them take a letter, and then that way they have the pictures in front of them. I held them, and so for example, I would give him a letter, and then I had the choices over here, and he would have to match up the pictures. You'll see in the little video clip. Another thing you can do is these cards, where they take a card. So this is A. They can find the lowercase a, so they're matching capital to lowercase. And then they can also find the picture that would go with A. And the last step they would take a dry erase marker and they would write the letter A, okay? And they could do that for all of these cards.
A.
What A says, apple, good job. You're gonna just match it up.
Match it up.
Match it up. Let's leave these over here and you match it up. So we'll put A over there. Okay, now. Okay, B is for which one?
Bear.
Bear, good. Put it over here. Oh.
Octopus.
Octopus, where's octopus? Good job. Put it over here. Okay, it's this one.
P.
P for?
Pig.
Pig, good job. Match it up. P for pig.
S.
S is for?
Sun.
Sun, good job. Very good. S is for sun. All right, let's do another one. What's that one, Paul?
Yeah.
U says? Which one matches? Which picture is for you?
Umbrella.
Umbrella. Good job. I'm going to give you a couple more choices here. What's W say?
Walrus.
Walrus. Good job. Okay. What's V say? What's that?
Vulture.
Vulture. Very good. Very good. Okay, let's do...
M say.
Monkey. Good job, Paul. All right. J. Jar. Good job.
Hey,
K says
kangaroo.
kangaroo. Okay, good job, Paul. Now you get your last picture. You get... Who's that? Who's that?
What? Mario.
This is Mario.
This
Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Luigi.
Luigi. Yo.
And Bowser.
Bowser.
Now you get to play.
What?
You want to watch ABCs or play your tablet?
Play ABC.
Watch
ABCs.
Watch ABCs? Okay, let's go watch ABCs. All right, this one is Pizza Count and Match. And he actually did pretty good with this one. So this one has 2 different mats. You got the numbers 1 through 5 on this mat, and then the numbers 6 through 10 on this mat. We did the numbers 6 through 10. These are, by the way, these are pretty easy for him. However, I'm starting out the school year easy to get him acclimated and get him at ease of, you know, getting back into the routine here at home. So what he did is I would give him a pizza card. He had to count how many pepperonis were on the pizza. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then he would cover up the number 9. And he kept going until he had them all covered up. Count how many pepperonis are on the pizza. Can you count them? Look it, count. 1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Cover 6. Good job. How many are on the pepperonis are on the pizza? Let's count. Look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. Find 10. Good job. Okay, count the pepperonis.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Good job. Count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. Good job. Can you count?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
High five! Good job! By the way, as I'm putting this away, I forgot to say that I usually, if an activity has a mat like this, I usually slide them into these plastic sleeves. And that way I don't have to laminate the mat. I only have to laminate the cards. So I really like these little sleeves. And of course you can use them with dry erase markers and stuff like that. Okay, this is another counting activity. And this activity, I'm pretty sure, comes from my early learners math curriculum. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. Part of it was easy for him. Part of it he did not understand what I was asking him. So let me show you. All my typical children, when they did this in kindergarten, because I've had this activity for quite a while. Not all my typical children, because some of my kids were too old for this when I made it. But for the ones that have used it since I made it, they were all able to get it really quickly. So I'm thinking it may be just like because he has a disability that he wasn't able to understand what I was asking him to do. So keep that in mind. So what the children do is they count how many pencils are in the little pencil container. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have to find the number 5. Okay, that part was no problem for him, and he put it there. The other part is they have to find the blocks that represent 5. This was the part that he just did not, he was just not understanding what I was telling him. So I would like hand it to him and have him count. So I was like, okay, count this. And then he would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I told him, okay, place it on the card. But he couldn't, like if I gave him an array, like 3 of them, and I said, okay, which card has 5? He was like, totally did not understand what I'm asking him to do. So then I had to say, okay, let's count this card. And then when he counted the card, he could place it on top. My other kids, I could give them an array of cards and they knew they could find the one that had 5. So if that makes sense. So anyways, after he would do that one, you would go on to another card, you would count and do the same thing. You'd find the number and you'd find the array of blocks that represented that number. Count.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Where's 4? Put 4 right here. Now find 4. Where's 4 blocks?
4.
Which one has 4?
4. 4.
Let's count. 1, 2, 3. That has 3. Which one has 4? 4 blocks.
4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This one. Put it here. 4. Here. 4. See? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay? That's how we're going to do it. Let's do this one. The pencils.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Can you find 5? Good. Now let's find 5 blocks. Where's 5 blocks?
5 blocks.
Where's
What?
5 blocks? Look at the blocks.
Blocks.
Look at the blocks. Paul,
1, 2.
where's 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 blocks.
5.
5. 5 blocks. Okay, I just have one more activity to show you after this one. So this one was shapes. And I'm showing you more math activities in this video than I am phonics or reading activities. And that is just because that is his deficit. He is much better at the reading and the phonics. He loves letters. He can read books. So he's much better at that than the math. So that's why there's more math activities, because that's what he needs to work on. This activity is, I have these matching pictures. I'll just take a couple of them off. And basically I gave him the card and then he had to match it up. So he would say pentagon, and then he had to find the pentagon and stick it on the card. I used Velcro on this activity. You don't have to, but I did that. And then the last step is you could have them take a dry erase marker and trace the word. We did not do that just because I didn't. That wasn't what I was working on. I was working on him matching up and saying the shapes. And I didn't feel like I needed to have him trace. He can trace the words, but I just felt like that would take a lot of time, and that day all we did was match them up. So, but tracing the word and then having the students learn how to spell the shape doesn't hurt at all. So this is a fun one. What's this?
Square.
Square. Find the square. On there. Good job, square. What shape is this?
Triangle.
Triangle. Good job. What shape is this? What is it?
One.
Rectangle. Rectangle. Good job. What shape is this?
Circle.
Circle. Good job. This is a trapezoid.
Trapezoid.
Trapezoid. Good job. Octagon.
Octagon.
Good job. 8 sides on an octagon. Pentagon. Say pentagon.
Pentagon.
Good job. Rhombus. Rhombus. We can also call it a diamond, Paul.
Or
Diamond
diamond.
or rhombus. Hexagon. All right, and this last activity is called Apple Count, Build, and Number It. This is a fall-themed activity. Obviously, it's apples. So what the children do is they take a card. They have to count the amount of apples that are in the apple basket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have to find the number, and they put it here. And they also have to build the number. And you can use anything to build the number, but what we did is we used apple erasers. And I have them here in this cute little apple. I got these apples that open up from Oriental Trading years ago, so I don't know if they still have them, but aren't they cute? And we use them for all sorts of things, and they come in a pack like there was a bunch of them. So anyways, he opened it up, and then it has some apple erasers in there, and he had to count out 8 apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And then once he did that card, you can move that one off to the side and do the next card. And then he would build 6. Well, there you have it, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you like videos like this, if you want me to show you what my children are doing. I have more videos like this that I plan to come out with. I'm trying to show you the activities we do, you know, as much as I can after we do them. So if I have time that week, or when I'm getting ready to change over to new activities, if I have time to show you what we did, I will try to take the time to make these videos. So, but it really helps me out to know if you enjoy these videos, if you like and share them, and comment in the comment section, and then more people can see them and they can get out to everyone. So with that said, I will see you in the next one, and as always, happy learning.